Hey, everybody.
For a second there, I thought I'd gone deaf. I was like, what? Where did all the sound go?
Hi, everybody. Welcome to Painting Happy Little Minis. I'm Rick.
I'm Dave.
And I'm Gretchen.
And today we are painting some more Song of Ice and Fire by Simon.
Yep.
We're going to continue on the Mountains Men.
The Mountains Men. Indeed.
I see that Chris Cox, Ryan, and Chris Gorka are with us today. And we're going to be announcing our Painting Happy Little Minis group winner.
Fantastic.
Today as well.
The winner of the Mega Paint set.
The Mega Paint set.
Awesome.
That's exciting.
Hooray.
Ryan is with us. He says, hi, Rick, Gretchen, and Dave.
Hello.
Dave Killingsworth. Ricardo es más mucho. Thanks, man. I am más mucho.
You are.
And Michael Gonzalez, howdy. What's up, everybody? Nice to see everybody here today. If you're working on some cool stuff, let us know.
Yep. We're working on cool things.
We are working on cool things.
We are. We always work on cool things.
That's true.
Facts.
Yeah.
So what has everybody been doing since last they've been seeing here?
Last we met.
Let's see. Oh, we had our one ring night, and I made scones.
Cool.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Then I brought some to your house.
You did.
That was fun.
How'd that go?
It went really well. The recipe I used wasn't quite what I was expecting, but I had enough baking know-how to kind of shift things around a bit. So that was fun. And of course I had other snacks too in case those went bad. I'm a very hobbity kind of host. When you come to my house, you will be fed.
Excellent.
There will be food. So I had fruits and cheeses and meats and then scones.
All
Nice.
the good things.
All the good things.
I know you were saying that Travis was worried that the people wouldn't be serious.
Serious. We actually, we had more people. So our fellowship expanded, and we had a little bit of a character building session for all the new people, and then integrated them into our adventure and had some really great fight scenes. For once, I actually passed all my rolls.
Right.
So for those of you who don't know, I'm in a One Ring group, and it's, Lord of the Rings tabletop kind of RPG, and it has very different rules from Dungeons and Dragons, but they're fantastic for the world set and everything. And I made a shield maiden of Rohan, and I made her to be kind of cool and reckless and yeah, it's gonna be fun. And then I continuously, so far on the adventure, have blown every single roll except for rowing the boat. So I'm a very good boat rower. But in this adventure, I was actually able to pass the majority of my rolls and look cool for once. So
Nice.
Go me.
So she kind of was elevated from Oar Maiden to Shield Maiden.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
People are like, hey, are you sure you're from Rohan? And now they're like, yes, we see it. You are from Rohan.
No longer part of the lake folk. Chris Gorka said he prepared a bunch of Harry Potter stuff.
Oh, cool.
Ryan says, just finished putting together Cthulhu from Reaper. Cannot wait to get started on that.
Nice.
That's really
That
fun.
does sound good. Chris Cox says, I'm working on imaging for 20 laptops, so not cool or fun. Dave Killingsworth says, can't see small stuff anymore. Sad panda, miss painting. Get one of those magnifiers, light ring magnifiers. I use one of those at home.
Yep.
Mike Becker says, hey, friends.
Hi, friend.
Robert Malik, hello. Currently working on Howlin' Reed from the Stark Heroes box.
Excellent.
And Chris Cox says, noise. Can't wait to see them, Chris. I can't wait to see the Cthulhu, Ryan. Very cool. Oh, and Johnny joined in the group.
Hey, Johnny.
Jeez.
Welcome.
Johnny's out sick today.
Oh, boo.
Yeah. Gave him the dropsies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jeez. How nice of you.
Well,
Worst boss ever.
Hashtag.
Hashtag worst boss ever.
So, funny story.
I love funny stories.
So James, James, who is always in the chat and has been a longtime viewer, actually he's been watching this since the first episode aired.
Amazing.
which was today, 2 years ago,
2 years ago. Wow.
on my cell phone in my office during lunch.
I've gone back and watched that episode.
Have you? I'm so
Yeah,
sorry
that was amazing.
that I was able to pull it off.
Well, no, that I watched it.
Oh, dun. There's the funny part, guys. We got Man versus Mini. Hey, what's up? And Runestorm and Cat Swift over in the on YouTube Live. Thanks
Hey,
for
Kat.
joining us over there and being a part of the community. Man versus Mini, I like that.
Excellent. Yeah, I think Kat will be getting ready for the Terrain Tutors live stream,
Ah, sweet.
which starts soon. I think. There we go. Cool.
Yeah. Oh, I can dig it. Let's see if anybody's pinging us on Twitch, going like, we're here too.
Here.
Nothing so far.
Speak up, Twitches.
One day they will.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It'll be like the Spanish Inquisition.
Yeah. And we won't be prepared.
No.
We'll be in trouble.
We'll think that all's fine and dandy, and then we'll go over there and there'll be chaos and mayhem.
Nice.
Miniatures.
As long as there's miniatures, it'll be fine.
So Mike Becker says he's working on Nolzur's Owlbear and 4 Ballista.
Oh, wow.
Very cool. I love that Owlbear mini.
You're just going to gloss over the fact that he's doing 4 Ballista? That's a fierce sort of siege that he's preparing for.
An Owlbear is the lead in the Ballista to lay down the artillery.
I'm not sure how it's all going to work, but
It sounds amazing.
it does. The potential is huge. Have to let us know, Mike. How's it going to work?
Yeah. So you watched the first episode of Punisher.
I did watch the first episode of Punisher. Super pumped to continue watching the second season.
All right.
I think it was very fun, and I think it was pretty well paced. Like,
Okay.
the action was quite actiony, and they
As action will be.
they went to town.
You mean what wasn't loaded down with storyline?
Well, it was like, so, you know, you have your bar fights and your blood and your
Knives.
there were knives. There's a dagger seller. There's a knife seller out there who's making big bank from the bad guys because they
Nice.
all had the same exact.
I think so.
But it was fun, and it was fun to see some dagger fighting and stuff.
Coming from some BA chicks too.
Yes.
Man, they were like.
I would not want to dagger. Well, I don't particularly want to dagger fight anyone. But I say that, and this will be the one episode that my buddies who dagger fight and like teach that are watching, and they'll like swarm me and be like, "Excuse you, do you have?"
Well, they shouldn't. They should be like, makes sense.
It sounds dangerous.
Yeah.
That's all I'm going to say.
Because I'll tell you right now, I don't ever want to get into a knife fight.
Yeah, if you get into a knife fight, you just have to kind of accept the fact that you're probably gonna get stabbed.
Yeah.
And I'm just not about that life. I'm,
Yep. I'd like to avoid being slashed.
Same.
yeah, not my
Huge
shit.
fan of not getting hurt.
Not bleeding
And you
out.
know what? I would in fact leave that to the Punisher.
Right,
That can be
yep.
his job. That,
Yep, exactly.
and I'll just watch and appreciate. It's
Cool.
great.
It's a good idea.
But yeah, I thought it was really fun. As someone who thinks, you know, knife fights are intriguing and fun to watch. And it started off with a bang.
Okay. It did. Kat says, yes, Mel is back doing Thursdays at 11:30 PST.
Cool.
Thanks. Man versus Mini says, I like you too, Rick. Sweet. Chris Cox says, I'm on the last episode and doesn't really pick up until 6 or 7. He's not wrong.
Sad. I'll just be sad then.
Mike said that the owlbears are shooting the ballista like crossbows.
Awesome. That's great. They wrap their little, they're large feathered wings around it.
Yes.
What's scarier than an owlbear?
With a ballista.
Up down with a ballista. It gets you from range, too.
And Chris Lazur says, actiony is the only type of action. He's not wrong.
Yes.
No.
All hail the actiony.
That's good.
So what about you, Dave? What have you been doing?
What have you been Netflixing?
I watched, actually watched The Accountant again.
Okay, that's with Ben Affleck?
Yep.
That sounds not quite as fun as punching people in the face in a bar fight.
Oh, you haven't seen it then?
No.
Okay. There is quite a bit of accounting that goes on in the movie.
It's my favorite.
It's your favorite kind of accounting. No, there's lots of extreme violence as well.
Oh, good. You know what I was watching earlier? Actually, when I was drinking my morning coffee, because,
Yeah, that's what
you
you
wake
do?
up and you pour the coffee and then you put Batman on.
Nice. Which Batman?
It was, because there's, which is the one that popped up first on Netflix. Batman's missing, and they think he's dead, and Dick Grayson and Robin pop up and Batwoman's there. It's one of the animated ones.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wait, has Rick not watched those?
I have seen it.
Okay. For a second there, I thought, my God.
But it's like the
Who is this
introduction. Batwoman's like introduced in this movie, and it's very fun so far. Anything with Dick Grayson's fun. I don't.
Yeah. Well, you know his name's Richard,
No.
just like me.
Silence again.
Just like me.
Crickets.
Could have been an acrobat and the ward of a wealthy billionaire. And,
A wealthy billionaire? As opposed to a poor billionaire?
Well, dang it, Dave. I'm trying to make a point in my backwoods Michigan way.
I'm sorry, I've got to hold everybody to the same standard.
I don't think there's any popular characters that are named
Nope.
No. Gretchen's not a very common name. There's a couple singers.
But nobody knows who those people are.
And then there is the ever popular Mean Girls reference that I now get on the regular.
Really?
Yeah.
But you're not a mean girl.
I am to you
That's true.
all the time.
You're the worst to me.
We should really start thinking about wearing pink on Wednesdays.
I used to have a pink shirt.
But you don't wear it on Wednesday.
That's true.
Get with it.
I
Get
should.
popular.
It's actually Santa.
Guys.
Oh.
Kat says, I love the cackle in the background. What
Yep.
cackle is that?
That cackle.
It's
It's Leona. Leona's cackle.
Oh.
She is queen of the cackle. See?
I think Craig was like, so let me go back here. So,
So,
Chris says, gotta take y'all, take y'all mobile, so I'll be back and forth. And then Robert's, owners are supposed, or owlbears are supposed to wear helmets and wield halberds.
yeah.
That sounds cool.
That sounds fun.
Ryan says, sadly, gentlefolk, I need to head out, have a doctor's appointment. Good luck. Can't wait to watch the episode when I get home. Awesome, Ryan. Have a wonderful day. Thanks for joining us.
Yep.
Robert says, just changing owlbears to on that. The Killing Joke animated is equally.
The Killing Joke is so
I
good.
agree.
Oh.
It's super good. Scarier than an owlbear with a ballista is a goblin with a kobold throwing catapult. Yes. How do you go from Richard to being called Dick? Just
Well,
be one.
Yep. Totally. Trust us, this Richard knows.
you ask nicely.
But there's also that joke.
Hmm?
Nothing.
Nothing. No. That's as PG as that one can get.
Yeah. Mike Becker says my Roman onager is next.
Okay, cool.
James says, hey, y'all. We talked about you, James.
Talk about you all the time,
We did.
James.
Yeah, we referenced the fact that
Out of love and affection.
you reminded me that this program is now 2 years old on the interwebs today.
2 years old.
Yep. From
It's
the
amazing that
beginning.
people are still watching it.
He said I looked so much younger and full of energy
Now?
then.
Oh, okay.
Then I started working with you just so many months ago.
No, I've literally aged so quick.
Overnight.
Mm-hmm.
That's okay.
Thanks,
Apparently, I
Gretchen.
look like 7 years younger than I am, according to
true.
Troy.
This is true. You do. And then you've got Dave over there,
Where?
right next to us, right there,
Hanging out.
with his
Chilling.
young looks. People don't say you look young, Dave.
No.
Your kids do.
People ask me what it was like back in the day.
What was it like back in the day?
I can't remember. I've
Oh,
forgotten. It was
oh,
so
okay.
long ago. Back in the day. I'm not even sure when back in the day refers to.
It could be last week, actually, for some people.
It's true.
I think it is for me sometimes.
But speaking of back in the day,
No.
back in the day of Dungeons and Dragons, the individual who created it, basically was the
Oh, yeah,
designer
yeah.
for second edition, will be here tomorrow in studio for building character, and everybody should watch.
How
It's going to
awesome
be
is
so
that?
much fun.
That's super.
Oh, hey, that's a fun fact.
That's very cool.
Man vs. Mini says, hey, Rick and company, what conventions are you planning to hit up this year? Are you swinging by Origins, perhaps? That's a good question. Yes, we'll be at Origins. As far as Game Trade Media and Magazine, I don't know if necessarily everybody at the table will be there. I'll be at Gamma, Origins, Gen Con, PAX Unplugged, and those are the ones that I know for sure right now.
That sounds exciting.
Cool.
How about you, Dave?
The ones I definitely know, I'll be at Adepticon, Cold Wars, Salute, Historicon, Gen Con, Fall In, and PAX Unplugged.
Exciting. I'll be at whichever ones you tell me to be at.
All right. Makes sense. Makes sense.
And Katsucon, because
And Katsu-
unrelated.
Unrelated, yes.
Cool.
There's a chance still, I guess, that Adepticon might be on my plate.
Yeah?
I don't know.
You're waiting to hear from
Yeah,
folks?
from folks. And yeah, and I'm also doing one called CecilCon, but that's a small one up in Cecil County here in Maryland.
Right.
Sounds fun.
Yeah, just a table for the day to kind of promote what we do.
Excellent.
Yeah. And then, I don't know about any of the Comic-Con side. I think most of those are not in the window this year for us.
Okay.
Aw. Lame.
Yeah. I mean, the company, our big mothership company is still taking people, but we will not be there as of right now. Things change.
Right. They do. It's incredible how quickly things can change.
Yeah.
But which cons is who asked the question?
That was Man versus Mini.
Man versus Mini. Which cons would you like to be going to this year?
Let's go with that for everybody. That's a good question for
Yeah.
everybody. Queen of Cackle.
Queen of Cackle.
You've been, they got you a new name.
Dubbed.
Yep.
Craig says Gretchen Williams is the only other Gretchen I've heard of.
There's an actress
That's-
called Gretchen Mol.
Uh,
I expect you've probably seen things that she's in.
Probably. There was also a cartoon growing up called Recess, which is where I always associated my name, that had a Gretchen in it. She was into science,
Science!
pretty much.
Robert Malik says, I guess no one remembers Dragon Strike. Oh, I do. The VHS board game where you could, while you're playing the game, you would see like video clips of things that occurred. And there was an owlbear that has a halberd and a helmet. And,
Oh, okay, radio.
the man scorpion stings himself. Yeah.
The man scorpion.
Yeah, I
Greg Starnes, no, can't paint at the moment. No minis I want to paint. There's always minis.
there are so many good minis at the moment.
Minis,
So many.
the hell is my autocorrect? So many. There's a lot of cackle going on. Byron says cackle, cackle. Does Dave have old timer's disease? Yes, he does. Wait,
Huh?
what? That was coming from James. He asked.
Yep, it's the
And you
truth.
didn't even pause.
Yep,
You're just like, yep.
he never does.
Carl
Never
says that
pauses. Straight
ReaperCon
in.
needs us.
ReaperCon?
Yeah.
Ask your, you
Do we
can give your conventions, like, you can be like, hey, you know who you should reach out to?
Those guys and
These
gals.
Those
people,
guys.
because we would like them. And then your local convention's like, man, we've had like 5 people ask us about these people. We should probably get into contact.
Yep. That would be good.
That is an option.
Yeah.
Science from Mac Becker. There's a lot of science going on in the chat. I like it.
Good, as it should be.
Yep.
Man vs. Mini says Origins is my local con, but I haven't been able to go for a few years. Well, hopefully that you'll be able to go this year.
Ooh,
That would be great.
sorry, local con. I always think about ones that I travel to.
Yeah,
Like when I say travel, I mean fly to.
yeah.
But Nova Open.
The Nova Open, yeah.
Nova Open, yep.
I want to go to that one if it isn't like.
It'll be my 3rd year of being the head judge for the painting competition.
Nice.
The Capital Palette painting
That's
competition.
fun.
Yep.
I'll probably be showing up not associated with Game Trade Media at Farpoint. So
Okay.
that'll be fun.
That's just here in
Sci-fi.
Timonium, isn't it?
Yep.
Yeah, it's a sci-fi convention. Our Swords group does a panel for, I think this is the 3rd year going now, that we've been invited to do a little workshop and talk about the differences between what you see in fantasy and sci-fi and what's actually doable.
Actually, right. Excellent.
So that's always fun. I don't know what they're planning to do this year, though. Last year I was involved in helping out with the panel. This year I think I'm just moral supporting it and running around.
Swinging swords.
Yeah,
Cool.
it's just what I do.
Yep.
This is true.
That is cool.
The ones that you mentioned though, is it Cold Wars?
Cold Wars, yep. Cold Wars, Historicon, and Fall In.
A lot of those take place up in Lancaster, right? Like 2 of them?
Yeah, I think they might be shifting this year. So Historicon is going to be in Lancaster,
Okay.
downtown Lancaster at the convention center. And I think Cold Wars and Fall In this year might be moving to Valley Forge,
Oh wow.
AKA sort of King of Prussia. So when I say AKA, I mean they're right next door.
Okay. Because Lancaster's like an hour from my house.
Yep. You should come. You should come
Do
visit.
the thing. Do
Do the thing. Do the.
I would
Totally.
like to if it doesn't interfere, bump up against something else.
Yep. It's
Just
in.
learn how to be in multiple places at once.
It'll be in mid-July for Historicon.
Well, that's probably around the same time as San Diego Comic-Con, and if I'm not going to that, then I should be at that.
Yep. Sounds like a plan. Actually, there I also run a painting competition.
Dang it.
So you could bring something along and enter it. How cool would that be?
Do the thing. Do the thing.
Should definitely do that.
Byron says everyone wants me to go to Gen Con. Everybody should go to Gen Con.
Yep. Do the
Everybody
thing.
should go to the Gen Con.
That's just hashtag for today.
Do the thing. Do the thing.
Just get that done.
Yep. Sounds like a good thing to do.
Yeah. So, Leona, do we have any minis to look at today?
We do. Folks have been busy
Good.
between Tuesday and today.
Well, let's take a look and see what we got.
No. I can't quite do Leona's cackle. Check
David
out those.
Moffat, Rising Sun.
Yep.
Dang.
Simon, they look great, don't they?
Yeah, those look really good. I have those, and I haven't painted them yet.
No.
No, you get the inspiration.
Yeah. I love the. Oh, sorry. Can you go back? Can you get back one for a sec? I love the model on the right, well, as we're
With the
looking at
sword
screen.
or the far right?
The far right with the sword and the sort of the
Is
big
it like
sun.
serpentine?
Yeah. No, not really.
I can't see that one because of the camera.
Yeah.
That's all right.
But I think it's fantastic, fantastic looking mini, and Dave's done a great job on it. Very nice.
They all look.
They all look great, yeah,
Yeah.
for sure. But that one in particular.
That's yours.
Yeah. I like that.
Max Linger from Perry Miniatures.
Yep, painted this model. The Perry Miniatures. Perry Miniatures do a lot of historical stuff.
Okay.
They used to work for Games Workshop, and when they were there, they did a lot of the Lord of the Rings range.
Oh.
That looks so good.
But this is from the, I think it's either the War of the Roses or the 100 Years' War, around that sort of time, 1400s.
Okay.
So we're in there. But yeah, looking great. Michael Gonzalez painted up some Beastmen with
Nice.
fierce axes.
Yeah, those look great.
Are those Reaper minis?
The bases? I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know where those are from.
Really cool. You have to let us know, Michael.
The Iron
Oh,
Throne.
I saw that. I didn't
Dang.
even think it was a mini at first when I first saw it.
Yep.
See, I did not see this in the group. Holy crepes!
It is amazing, isn't it? It's about it's probably about 5-6 inches tall, and you can use it as the like the first player marker when you're playing the game. So you
Nice.
hand it back and forth.
Okay, that's sick.
Yep.
Nice.
Definitely
Good
cool.
job.
Michael Lim.
Blood Rage.
Yep. So this is one of the this is the not the Mystic Troll, but the I think it's the Mountain Troll.
Okay.
But yeah,
And
he
the
was saying
colours.
he was saying in his post that his he's kind of borrowed from the the Hordes, Property Press Hordes color scheme.
Oh, okay.
So all the trolls are blue.
Oh, okay.
So yeah,
That
blue
looks
with
so good. I
with
like
that
the
red
skull
hair.
work and everything.
Yeah, it's great stuff. And some more Rising Sun stuff from Josh at Mini Painting Studio.
Man.
Doesn't
Josh,
even look like a mini. It looks like someone like just took a photo. Like you know
Yeah,
what I like.
like cosplayers.
Yeah.
Yeah, they look great.
Yeah.
I mean, Josh does great work.
Incredible contrast on the.
Jesus.
Yep, that dragon in the
Guys, stop being
Check it
really
out.
All
good.
right.
Actually, no. Don't
Nice
stop
work.
being really good.
And
Continue
there's another one.
impressing us
There's
forever.
another one from Josh. Another one. Wait for it. Wait for it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So the one that you were saying about in the other one earlier
Yep.
is the one on the far left, not quite far left, but the
Yeah, that one.
yeah. Oh, you know what? I take it back. I have done one of my Rising Sun miniatures.
You did that one?
I did not do that one. I did the panda bear.
Oh, of course you did Panda. Nice. They look great, Josh. Great. Awesome
Always.
work. Yeah.
Oh, so
Yep.
if I understand correctly, this was a 3D print of a new look of what a hook horror should look like from D&D.
You do have it correctly.
Man, I love this version of a hook horror.
I've never seen
The old school version.
the old school version
It's
or any artwork or anything like
okay.
that. And
Yeah, it's not that, and that looks amazing.
they look fantastic. There's a it's kind of a feel of what was the? There's an animated movie with ants and
Bugs
Bugs?
Life?
A Bug's Life. Yeah, Bug's Life. Thank you.
Or ants.
So they look like the locusts.
Ah,
There's that. Maybe they don't look
Yeah.
like them, but there's that kind of feel.
yeah. What was
Yep.
the what's the
I
bad?
got your Disney
what were the
reference.
name of the
Appreciate it,
bad
thank you.
creatures from the Dark Crystal?
Skeksis.
It kind of has a Skeksis
It's got
face.
yeah, it's a Skeksy cricket locust mix. Looks great. Yep.
Ryan Meacham and his Orc Champion, version 1 by GT Studio Creations.
Yep. So Ryan posted up a work in progress. I think we looked at it last week, possibly the week before. Last week, I think. But yeah, now he's finished him up.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Looks great.
Yeah. I love how the sculptors just stole what my back looks like. Ridiculous.
When did your back look like that?
10 years ago.
I was going to say they must have stolen it a while ago.
Hashtag
But I love
version.
the, I particularly like the leather work on the on the calf.
Yeah.
Looks really good. Nice work, Ryan. Cool.
But you know what? Speaking of works in progress,
Yeah.
there was a statement made earlier
Yeah.
about how you're going to be judging at Nova Open and also at the Cold Wars,
And Historicon.
Historicon. And Carl
Yep.
said if I were to enter something, it would be like, Rick gets a is this a work in progress from Judge Dave?
Right. Yeah. Totally.
Chris Gorka said he'd most likely be at PAX Unplugged again. That would be awesome.
Excellent.
James, Dave, any advice to paint eyes? We talked about that on Tuesday about painting eyes,
Okay.
and I think what we're going to do is we're actually going to do an episode on eyes.
Yep. We'll do an episode on faces, and we'll probably include the eyes in there. But
Just
Hopefully you include the eyes
Yes.
in your face.
we might not have time. We might not be able to do this part of the face from here down. I don't know. It's true. It's true. The Queen of Cackle has spoken.
Chris Cox says that he loved the orc, and I want one of those, but it's too big for D&D. But it's not. If you think about it, that could be a mutated orc, or you could introduce a whole new, like a Goliath version of orcs.
basically, you
Yeah.
could torture your players.
Yes.
Or you just make the rest of your minis like 54 millimeter miniatures.
Oh, yes.
You can do some 3D printing. Make them all
You
bigger.
two are ridiculous.
Totally. Totally.
I love it
ridiculous.
though. That's why I hang out with you guys.
Excellent.
That's
Thank
why
you.
hang out with us.
Yeah.
Nice. But yeah, so soon we'll do an episode on faces and we'll cover eyes in there. But quick one that I always sort of go to, I'm going to do it on the palette here. A little bit more.
Cat says she's got to go. Keep Mel out of trouble. Catch you next Tuesday.
Bye, Cat.
Bye,
How do you
Cat.
keep anyone out of trouble?
Okay, so what I'm going to do, just here quickly, paint some eyeballs. And then I'm going to paint another set of eyeballs. What I typically do is kind of leave some of the darker color, the shading. Oh, there we go. Lower. No, you're right. Ah. You're trying to zoom in? Yeah, I'm going to mess around. I'm sorry about that. So there we go. So leaving some of the shade in the sort of the eye sockets around whatever that area is called.
Right.
You can go back in and sort of darken that up a little bit if you want to. So I'll just do that quickly, just so you've got a nice area to work from. Because you're trying to get a little bit of, or get some good contrast working there.
Okay.
So imagine I've gone through and I've painted, okay, let's not imagine.
Let's actually.
How would I actually do it?
Imagine if you will.
I didn't want to paint these eyeballs because they're Rick's minis. I want him to paint the eyeballs.
Mike Gonzalez said the Beastmen were old hammer metal models I found on
Oh.
eBay. Love the horns on
Wow.
those. Okay.
Yeah. So that's got to be like early 80s
Dang.
stuff.
That's cool.
Okay, so can we see that? I'll turn it around. There we go. Kind of look crazy glowing eyes there. So imagine I've done that, which I have. Now I'm painting some little eyes there. The first thing you can do, sort of the easiest thing to do, people always have a problem with lining up the eyeballs, lining up the pupils. So they always look a little bit
Cattywampus.
cattywampus. I was going to say cross-eyed, but sure, cattywampus.
That sure is one way.
Yep. I like to start off by painting into the corner of the eye, so it looks like they're looking off to the side.
Right.
Okay.
And then, so practice doing that quite a bit. And then you can slowly start moving towards the center as you paint your eyeball in, or paint the pupil in, and there.
Mm-hmm.
And then get right into the middle. There you go. So just practice, practice, practice.
Right.
You can start by drawing it out on a piece of paper and just it's about creating sort of muscle memory, really. So draw a whole bunch of little tiny eyeballs and then go along with a paintbrush and just dab in the paint in the pupil.
All right.
To practice. So now that we've done that, let's try and put these two in. Of course, using a smaller brush might also help. But where's the challenge in that?
Right.
There we go. Woohoo, it worked. So that's how I paint eyes.
Nice.
Who needs eyeballs?
Yep, there's a certain point where you really don't need to be painting the eyeballs on the model.
I've just been like, if the soft shade or the flesh shade
Yep.
kind of fills that space,
Right.
Darkens it
done.
Leave it there.
in. Yep.
Yeah, that's a good approach. I mean, if you're painting lots of models for an army, yeah, not painting the eyes is just fine.
Chris Cox said about the orc being too big. He goes, okay, it's too big for what I need it to be. I feel you, Chris. But he goes, an orc Goliath sounds neat. Yes.
It does sound very cool. So on Tuesday, Gretchen, we were talking about different parts of the armor,
Uh-huh.
and I can't remember what word do we end up with for the
The tier?
Powder.
Cowder. For the elbow piece
Oh.
Yeah.
of armor.
I just call that my elbows.
elbow
Wow.
piece?
All the stuff you say about not holding swords right and defensive modes, and then we get to the armor, and you're
Here's the
like,
thing, though.
To wear
Here's the thing, though. Yeah, exactly. I do not practice harness fectin, and harness fectin is what you
I don't even know what you're saying right now.
German, and harness fectin is what you call someone who fights in full armor.
Okay.
So full harness, full kit. I fight Blossfectin, which is without armor. So
You're just a blouse.
Just a blouse.
Blouse factory.
Yes. And so I have protective gear, but I do not have plate armor.
Oh, okay.
Therefore, it's knowledge that I don't. I mean, I should I know these things? Yes. Do I know these things? No.
Obviously.
Story of my life.
Well, I mean, it's like $9,000 to get custom plate. Unless anyone would like to gift me some full plate. Not getting that anytime soon. So if any of you have plate armor that would fit me just lying around.
Yep.
I think everybody
Spare
does.
plate armor.
Spare plate armor. I am 5'3". Important.
That's a shame. My spare suit's for like 5'6".
Yeah. Oh, that's the hard part.
My spare suit's for like 6'5", so
Could fit two of me in there.
true.
I could be like a mech.
Oh yeah, and great. But yes,
I was going to say a Jaeger.
Yeah, it's very much like a
Two of
Jaeger
you
mech.
working.
Like, yeah.
Working it. Yep.
It would, in fact, be fantastic. I like this idea. Rick, get me a mech.
Ah,
Make it happen.
I want to fight. I want to get in the robot.
okay. My armor is robot armor now. Great.
That would be perfect. Okay.
Whoops.
How's he looking, Rick?
Yep.
It looks like a mini.
Yep.
Had to clean him up a little bit there. He's I put a little bit too much of a dab of the strong tone
Oh, okay.
on his face. So
Right.
Well, you know what? He's a warrior, and sometimes you get dirty.
Yep.
So
that is true.
never trust clean armor.
Unless you're when you're talking about the Song of Ice and Fire, and you think about the Knight of the Rose, Terrell,
Night of the Flowers.
Knight of the Flower. Sorry, yes.
Yep.
His armor was
Knight of the
beautiful, but he was devastating on horseback.
Right. Because nobody
Nobody
he's
knocked
on
him
the
off.
Nobody knocked him off.
Yeah.
Nobody hit him. Well, same with Jaime Lannister, right? Until
Yeah. Until what?
I don't know. I haven't seen that episode yet.
What?
Yeah, I lie. I've totally seen that episode. So
Oh, you're
excited.
just now watching it.
No,
Is that right? Or are you rewatching it?
rewatching it. Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
Definitely rewatching it.
Okay.
I'm up to second episode, second season.
Okay.
It's fun.
Yep. There we go. This guy's just all chainmail and leather.
Aren't we all?
Not enough.
Chris Cox
Not
says.
enough chainmail and leather.
Gundam Fectin.
Chris Cox says, "Ask Adam Savage," because remember.
All right.
we
Yep.
added he's got the hookup. Mike Becker says, "A mini Jaeger, Gundam Fectin."
I love Gundam Fectin. I'm going to go share that with all of my fencer friends now because some of them are, in fact, into Gundam.
Mike
Yep.
Becker also says, "Gundam Gretchen."
I would be so fierce.
Yep.
Instead of DVA, BG Reckon. Wise man once said, "A knight in shining armor is a man that hasn't tested his metal."
Ah,
That's a good dad joke.
yep. Well, it's certainly a dad joke. Not sure if it's good. I think by definition, all dad jokes are not good.
I don't know.
I don't believe that.
I know my
Yeah. Okay.
Van Strack is hey over on Twitch land.
Oh, we have a Twitch.
We have a Twitch.
Yay!
Thank you, Van Strack, for joining us today.
Welcome,
We love you.
and everybody else who's on it, or on the
Of
other
course.
platforms.
Of course.
Man, this guy is angry.
Is he?
Yeah.
You give him angry eyes?
Oh no, I haven't put the eyes in yet.
Oh.
Haven't even put the eyes in, and he's just coming across as really angry.
I want to see. He also looks really tired. Like he's fed up with this. He
Yeah.
didn't want this life.
This is just too much armor. Too much.
Yeah, it's like, I didn't deserve this at all.
Just wanted to live as a peasant.
But I got conscripted into the mountains of men.
Yep.
Sucks
Goddamn
to be
House
him.
Clegane.
Oh no, I got some paint on your boot.
Okay. There we go.
Yeah, this has been fun painting these this week.
Yep.
Of course, I always do enjoy painting armored men.
Right.
Yeah.
Are we gonna we're going to paint some more armored men next week, aren't we?
Stormtroopers
Stormtroopers in white armor.
in white armor. Yeah.
Oh, that sounds
Well, not necessarily stormtroopers. We're doing Imperial Assault next week.
Okay.
that sounds fun.
Yes.
Yep.
I mean, if you're into Star Wars, I guess.
I mean, I guess
I do like Star Wars.
Oh, I forgot to point out as well.
Oh,
Oh, I didn't even notice that.
Yeah.
Sick.
Wearing my Kingsguard. It's the only shot they have that's tentative connection to the Mountains Men.
Right. Well, that's the mountain in his zombie form.
He ends up in Kingsguard. Yeah.
Yeah.
Spoiler alert.
Dang it.
worse than Tom Holland.
Right?
What was spoilers?
Yeah, he's not good. He doesn't keep a secret very well.
Well, apparently for
Putting these in upside down.
Game of Thrones, they filmed a bunch of different endings,
Okay.
a bunch of potential endings, but didn't tell the actors which was the real ending.
I mean, as long as you're getting paid for it.
Yep. Oh yeah, for sure.
You're like, all right. Shoresies.
Another 2 weeks, no worries. I'm
Right.
in.
It'll be interesting to see how it all plays out.
Yep. I am excited.
I feel like they're going to do something silly, like even leave it on a cliffhanger for the finale.
Yeah.
That seems like a very, very them thing to do. Like,
I'm not sure what's going to happen. I have a feeling though that like everybody's going to die.
yeah.
So I figure if I start from that position,
You won't be
anything
sad.
that like if not everybody dies, it'll be good. Like
Yeah.
it'll be better.
I agree with that statement. Just as long as Tyrion lives.
It's been interesting watching it again, sort of with that through your observation,
Mm-hmm.
where Rick pointed out the other day that Tyrion always says what is. Basically, he's the most honest person in that
I believe that.
that show.
Mm-hmm.
In the world, I guess.
Yeah, who we're exposed to.
Yep.
Yeah, you know, there's honesty, there's just, you know, because when you think about like Stannis Baratheon, he wasn't necessarily the most honest person, but he had a sense of justice, you know.
Yep.
Maybe a little dark sense of justice, but still.
An obsession with it
Maybe, yeah.
that led to him.
That happens
Doing terrible things?
sometimes.
Yep.
Yeah. But yeah, I think I have to agree with your observation, Rick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He just
Definitely.
wanted to live his life.
Don't we all?
All right. So, dang.
What time is it?
I think I just have to do the base, and my guy is done, I think.
Oh my goodness.
Mm,
Is it that
wow.
time already?
Well, we got 10 minutes.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Great.
wow. Time
We're
flies.
good. We're good.
I was
So,
I'll make sure I can get all these guys.
what are your
done.
guys' thoughts, everybody watching, as far as like who do you think is going to live or die in the realm of Game of Thrones? And what do you think of the Night King? Do you think that the Night King is there has been speculation that he is Bran? as
Oh, okay.
well?
Oh, right. Okay.
That Bran kind of like got into that mind of the Night King in one of those like time jumps like he did with Hodor
Yeah.
and stuff. That it could be Bran actually in as the Night King.
That'd
Right.
be interesting.
Well, there was the somebody pointed out from the teaser when Arya, Sansa, and Jon went down into the crypt.
Mm-hmm.
and there were the 3 statues down there,
Yeah.
meaning that they'd all died.
Right.
But there was just Arya, Sansa, and Jon. There was no Bran.
Right. Interesting
wonder-
that was the case, right?
Yep. Yes. I'm not sure. He's going to play a larger role, I think.
I agree.
I think whatever is going to happen,
It's going to happen, right?
you will have
Whoa.
one half of the fandom very happy and the other half arguing insanely that it was awful. No matter what.
That's true.
It's almost like you know the internet.
Okay.
There is absolutely no ending that can happen that is not going to somehow throw someone for a loop.
Yep. That is true.
And if they did do that, where they, like you said, where they filmed multiple endings,
Yep.
I want to see all the endings.
That's
Well-
going to anger people too.
No, they might end up on the like the
Special edition.
Mammoth Collector's Edition
Yeah,
DVD.
that'd be cool. Runestorm says, I'm also rewatching Game of Thrones, and they're on season 5.
Right. Cool.
Mike Gonzalez says, I'm working on my Lord Varys from Game of Thrones now, and all I can see is Wilson Fisk from Daredevil in the Varys miniature.
Right.
Robert over here says, just finished painting Howland. Now I have to buy some new water effects to complete him.
Oh, cool.
Chris Cox said, ending roulette like the Clue movie had. Do you
I
remember
like
that? They shot multiple endings for the Clue movie.
Right.
Yeah.
And they showed them all, or
No.
You get to go through. It's
Well, one of the things is, if I remember right, if you saw it in theater,
Yeah, that only had one ending.
did it?
Okay.
I thought they had, like, it, depending on where you saw it, it had a different ending.
Oh. Yeah, I think that's what it was.
Yeah.
But I'm pretty sure it was on Netflix. I'm not gonna, yeah.
You might actually be right. I think you might be right on that as well. So,
It was like hard. Never mind.
no. Speaking of different endings, and
yes.
jump in there. Have you watched Black Mirror Bandersnatch yet?
Yes. I have.
What did you think of that?
I thought it was a really interesting concept.
Yep.
They could have done more with it, but because it's the first one, I can see that there's potential for some really interesting follow-ups.
Yep.
I hope. I would really like to see some more Choose Your Own Adventure TV shows.
I heard that it wasn't really choose your own adventure though, because if you didn't go down the right path, it just instantaneously.
It made you go back.
Yeah. So
But you got to see what the results of your choice was.
Yeah.
I would like to see something a little bit more true to the choose your own adventure. Like,
I would almost put this more as like a video game, because it is based. You are talking. They're building a bit video game, so like a video game. If you go down the wrong path, like Dragon Slayer or Dragon's Lair, you know, he'd like get all like, and then you could start over and try to redo that same scene like in the video game. I think that's more of what it was.
I'd still say it was very much like a choose your own adventure, because you go down a particular path in one of those books and you die. And then you have to go back to the previous page and
Right.
pick the other one.
but you know what I did watch the other day that I had tons of fun watching?
Nope, I have no idea.
On Netflix, actually. Castlevania.
Oh yes,
I
so good.
knew that was going to be something that I would really like and enjoy, and I just hadn't had the time to sit down and watch it. And man, I just like binge watched that.
It's
I was
really
like,
good.
this is fantastic. The animation, oh.
Yeah, it's
Oh.
so good.
You're right about the ABC thing with the different endings.
Yeah. James said started up painting his Stormcast again.
Cool.
Chris Cox, on the DVD, you can tell it to make the ending random. Nice.
I like that.
clue.
That's fun. Every time I watch it, something new.
So, in the Castlevania, I'm actually going to look it up real quick. The animation, I'm trying to remember who the voice of Dracula was.
all the voice actors were fantastic. I was thoroughly impressed throughout the entire thing. I was like, I wasn't expecting like a ton at first, and the more I heard about it, the more hype I got, and it lived up to every single expectation. I was like, this is great. This is fun. This is a lot of blood and guts. With a heavy dose of sarcasm. I enjoy this.
So, let me log onto the internet here. Apparently, it's not.
It's not showing you?
I had to log on. Oh, it's Graham McTavish. Everybody know who Graham McTavish is?
Sadly, no.
No?
So he was, I want to say, glowing in The Hobbit.
Oh.
He was one of the
Glowing.
dwarves. He was the big one that had the tattooed head.
Yes.
He's also in Outlander, and he also played Aquaman, or the King of Atlantis in Aquaman that is dead, and you have to find him, and whatever.
Okay.
If you haven't seen it, sorry.
I haven't seen it.
But you maybe if you see
Spoilers,
this
Rick.
guy.
Yeah.
Okay, yep.
Yeah. So he's the voice of Dracula.
He looks a lot like Drew.
He does look a lot like Drew.
Drew Carrington.
Yeah.
One Shearers. Very cool.
Oh, the new Voltron is amazing as well.
I've seen the new Voltron. I am up to date on that.
Dwalin. He was Dwalin.
Okay.
So.
Like I wasn't going to be up to date
But
on the
I should have just
latest
looked at the
space
chat
adventure.
as I was looking it up because everybody's like, yeah, it's Graham McTavish. Graham
Very
McTavish.
good. Excellent.
Ross Bonilla says, please put a spoiler warning for Game of Thrones for those of us who have not caught up with the series. Glad I missed the majority of the program today. Going to bail on the rest of the program till catch up. Sorry, Ross.
Sorry. We aren't paying...
I don't think we actually had much of spoilers.
I don't think so. There might be something. Unless he hasn't...
When you've already watched it.
Yeah, it's hard to know. But I don't think we did.
Yeah.
It might have been... Ross might have been trying to avoid the teaser trailers and things like that, so mentioning that.
Yeah, if someone's not watching the
It's just the-
teasers.
Teaser, there was no real explanation as to what happens.
Right.
But I guess he doesn't know that... Yeah, anyway.
Yeah,
Sorry.
it's all good. All right, so we're at the 2-minute mark. So,
No.
did you do 2 minutes?
I did do 2 minis.
Nice. Lucky.
Excellent, good work. There's my first one.
Dang it, I only did one today. But I also started from scratch.
You did. I did not start from scratch.
Okay. I'll be there in a second.
And this one didn't really have a bunch of details. He was mostly armor.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Nice.
the angry guy.
He does look very angry. The other guy that I painted looked like he was just kind of like hungover a little bit.
A little
He has
hungover.
like a little scarf like he's bundled up in, and he's just, he kind of like his hair is tasseled everywhere. He looks like he just rolled up and was like, well, I'm here.
Byron says he wants a Queen of Cackle mini.
Oh, what would that look like?
All right.
I don't know, it'd probably be like the Lady of Pain from Planescape.
Eh?
Hmm.
And
sure.
Thorin
Like-
was Belmont.
Like a demigod.
That explains why
Yeah.
I recognized his voice and was like, what is this?
Very cool. Well, there you
Yeah.
have it. There's all the cool minis that we did today.
Haha, I see what you did there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because we all know that these are done by Cool Mini or Not,
Cool Mini or
a.k.a. Simon.
Simon?
Well,
Yep.
now known as only Simon.
That's correct.
Oh.
Yeah. So, yeah, if you guys want to find out more about this amazing game, you can check out Simon.com and see all the cool products that they have, to
Yep.
include all the Song of Ice and Fire miniatures, both available and coming soon.
And I think tomorrow there's the Free Folk starter set. So the boxed army.
Okay.
Has about 40 points worth of models in it. And the Free Folk Spear Wives unit box set comes out tomorrow as well.
Dang.
So yeah, super
That's a
exciting.
lot.
Very cool. If you're a around your local game store, and
Right.
they're selling Song of Ice and Fire.
Yeah, which you should be. You should be going to your friendly local game store and supporting them.
I'm going to be heading down
Lurk.
to games and
Show
stuff
up.
this evening.
Nice.
Oh, fun.
And also, CMON presented by PHLM. But on that note, yeah, that's it for today. We will be back next week. Oh, wait, did we talk? We
Well,
already. We
No,
did.
we didn't. We missed it.
Where is it?
Where's what?
Oh, it's up here.
Where?
No, in my mind.
It's in your head.
We're ready to announce
Yeah,
the winner
The winner.
of the
paint.
1,000 members
It's the
Mega Paint set.
There we go.
And the winner is da-da-da-da,
Nick Bodnar.
Yep.
In the group, we'll send a
name.
message to him. But Nick Bodnar, I believe Chris
The
Gorman.
owners put up a cool graphic.
Hey,
Hey!
this is all right. But yes, Nick Bodnar, congrats. We'll be reaching out to Nick to let him know he won the Army Painters Mega Paint set.
Yep. Very cool.
Which is awesome. And I believe it was Chris Gorka
I think it might have been Chris.
that invited him to the group.
Yep.
So I'm going to go back and double check and make sure that's the case. Maybe we'll send Chris something for that
his
as
trouble?
well. For his trouble.
Sure.
Yeah.
Nice.
And thanks for sticking out with us for 2 years. We've been doing this for
years.
2 years.
I know, it's amazing.
Yeah, ridiculous.
I can't believe you're 2 years old.
I know, man. I need a cupcake with a candle.
We should have, if you would have told me, I would have made us a cake.
Next
I-
week. Next week.
didn't.
We can meet.
Okay.
Rick often gets dates wrong.
Well, I'll bring
Yes,
a
I
cake.
did
It'll
next
say
week.
happy 2 years and 1 week.
And 1 week.
And
Cool.
1 week. Yeah.
Nice. Happy 103 weeks. No,
Chris Gorka says, yeah, that's
105
my
weeks.
Legion buddy.
Happy 105 weeks. Oh, cool. Excellent.
All right,
cool.
so on that, paint safe, as James says in the chat.
Paint safe.
I'm Rick,
I'm Dave.
And I'm Gretchen.
and I'll see you at the game store.
Thanks for watching Painting Happy Little Minis. If you liked it, leave a like and a comment below, and make sure to subscribe so you don't miss any new content.